Hello everyone. So today I was looking at this question on the community, and this question is actually quite simple, extremely simple, especially if you have been using Jira for a while. But on Jira Cloud, things are not massively straightforward sometimes for everyone. So I thought, let me create a video. Let me show you how to do it. So the question is, I need to restrict user to create a project. Now, of course, this is a simple thing. It is very obvious that when you have admin rights in Jira, then all the Jira administrators will have permissions to create a project. And this is, of course, not ideal for organizations where they want to control what configurations are being added to Jira instance, and you want to also make sure that you don't really, ideally you should not have a lot of Jira admins. Few people, maybe a couple of people, depending upon your Jira instance, with the admin rights. So when you are looking at your Jira instance, and this video is for all the new Jira admins, especially if you're on Jira Cloud. Let us say you join a company and you have been given this task to administer Jira. Now, good thing about Jira is that it is not massively difficult to use. In fact, it is getting much simpler now to do Jira admin activities. But at the same time, we have to also ensure that we don't do silly mistakes. Things like giving people admin rights. So when you go to your billing, or not really billing, because that is where you will control the super admin. I mean, there is no concept of super admin, but you also have a billing contact. But if you are trying to add a new user, you need to go to user management, where you can obviously add more users. Now, this is the place from where you will invite users. So you will normally click on invite users, and maybe you want to add a new user like this. And when you add a new user, you have the option to select, of course, the product, whether you want to give this user access to Jira Service Management, Jira Software, Confluence, Team Central, which, by the way, I recently got access and I tried. And you can also, customize the email. But on top, the very first thing that you need to select is the role. Now, this role, if you look at the options here, you have basic, and basic, it says here very clearly, can access the products you specify only. That is it. So this is what you want for majority of cases. And at the same time, you may also have options like trusted. So if you read here, it says can update product settings, add new products, invite basic users to products. So you don't really want to make them a trusted user as well. You trust them, but in terms of Jira. And also site administrator, it says here can administer your site, determine user access, update billing. So this is basically the person who can actually manage your billing. So again, you also don't want to do this. At the same time, keep it to basic, but also make sure you use the right group, depending upon what groups you may have. If you don't do any selection here, they will probably be added as a normal user, but usually you will, and you may want to give access to these users, and at the same time add them to a group, because you may have some configurations where these users are part of a group. But try not to use group too much in the beginning. If you're not sure, try to rely on the project role. That is where you want to delegate the team management aspect of various projects to the project admins. So as a Jira administrator, as a Confluence administrator, try to make sure that your life is easy, so that you are only restricted to adding those users. That is it. But if those users need to be added to a specific project, usually projects in Jira, anyone can access any project if they are normal users, but some projects may have some restrictions based on the project role, like who can do a transition, or who can see something within a project. So and other things that may be controlled by project role, and project roles are used in the permission schemes. So if you want to add them to a group, You can. In some cases, using groups makes sense, but in majority of cases, for a normal Jira project, project roles are more than enough, and they are actually recommended because the project administrators will then have the option to go to individual projects and add new users. Let us say this user, Ravi Ocean, is a BA or maybe a tester. So you don't need to worry about those things. Leave it to your project admin. So once you create this user, once you invite those users, then of course you can notify your project admin or the person who is requesting for those accounts. And I thought I'll probably share this information with all of you today so that you have a bit more clarity on how to add users as normal users without giving them too much power, because we all know that they can potentially do some damage if you don't train them properly. So that is all I wanted to talk about today in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you. Bye.